Alright, so we're in the airport now, and we're on our way to Frankfort, Michigan, and we're gonna go into the woods and we're gonna find some animals there.
I'm Orson Brown. I'm a survivalist thrill seeker and an expert in wildlife. I go to the most remote and underexplored areas to provide you valuable information about the plants and animals that inhabit it. My passion is to bring education to the population on things that only as qualified professionals can study. This is another episode of Following the Wild.
Guys, what we have here today is the health herb. And what the health herb does is it can cure any disease if you eat it. Cancer, malaria, Zika, the common cold, any of that can be cured by this magical little plant right here. It is the most rare plant in the whole world. So what we're going to do today is we are going to eat this thing and hope that it can cure my disease of stupidity. That is such a delectable fruit. Go on, guys.
Have you ever watched the sun go down and you're thinking about the world spinning round? Have you ever been high as fuck? In the bathroom mirror talking to yourself, and your dog's looking at you like you need help. Have you ever been high as fuck?
Let's go home.
Then you feel your heart pumping really fast, and you're convinced that you're gonna have a heart attack. Have you ever been high as fuck? You close your eyes and you're on a chicken.
Guys, zoom into this right here. I'm not in much of a fit shape, but come on down here and film this right here. Right here. It's escaping. Right there. We have the daddy longleg. And the reason why it's called the daddy longleg is because the males, aka the daddies, they will, when they mate with the female, they will give birth to the offspring, and then the male will use his long hooked legs to rip out the female's organs. And then what happens then is the male and the infant feed upon the female. And so the only thing that is left is the male, aka the daddy long leg. Oh guys, right here we have already found our first animal. What we have here is the spider. And it's a certain type of spider. It's some white spider. I don't know the name of it. But it's venomous. Very cool that we were able to find that on our first few seconds out. Let's continue on. Here we have my self-designed telescope. Coral snake. Here we have my very professional snake tongs. Oh man, come here. There's a lizard right there. That's pretty cool. Now if I could attempt to pick this thing up. Now what we have here is some kind of, I don't know what kind of lizard this is. I'm just gonna put lizard on the screen. Green lizard. And then a scientific name for whatever that green lizard is. Now, this lizard here is only found in these parts of Michigan. So it's pretty cool that we were able to find this lizard. They're quite rare because they are only found here. So, it's pretty cool. Let's move on. Oh, God.
This is it right here. We got the coral snake. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna grab it.
Got it. Oh, look at that beauty. Let's head back to where we're going to study this thing. You got that? Alright guys, so we just caught the coral snake and we have it here in my Mickey Mouse bag, and we caught it with my very scientific grabber. And what we're going to do today is Coyote Peterson has amassed 35 million views on his bullet ant video. And so right now what we're going to do is we're going to be bitten by the coral snake and hope that we get as popular as him. Okay. So, have to be very careful not to disturb the snake. It's awake. The snake is awake. Alright, it's knocked out. Okay. Now this right here is how you hold a snake. And so, I guess what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna be bitten by it. That's all. So we have to wake it up first. Hey! Alright. Just woke up. Okay. Very dangerous. You know what they say? Red before black, turn back. Red before yellow, very mellow. Which means that this snake is not at all poisonous. The coral snake is not poisonous. The milk snake, however, is one of the most dangerous dangers in the world. Here we go. I'm Orson Brown, and I'm about to be bitten by the coral snake. 1, 2, 3. Alright guys, that is the end of this episode of Following the Wild. And remember, if you find an animal outside, either shoot it or leave it be, because you need to leave this to the professionals. If you see a wild animal in your backyard, call one of us so we can do an episode on it. And that concludes this episode of Following the Wild.
As I reached the end of my encounter with the coral snake, I returned it safely back to the wild. Man, we saw a lot of pretty cool creatures on that trip, huh? We saw that spider, we found the health herb, we found the daddy long legs, and then we topped it off by being bitten by the coral snake. Taking that bite took some mighty nerves, and I couldn't have done it if it wasn't for you guys inspiring me every day. The 76 of you. Just 76.